Elite Weather Forecasting here. My name is Julie Godot. Hello, everybody, and welcome to your weather forecast. That's right, we are here once again on your Wednesday, June the 8th. It's your Wednesday morning, so I'm going to be taking care of you guys for the next 3 days. So I'm going to get you through to the end of the week onto Friday, and we're going to be talking about the weather that's going on out there, the severe weather across the Central Plains and the Midwest, and the exceptional heat down in Texas and the Southwest. Really, really hot out there. So we're going to be covering some of the situations that involve the heat down there. But before we do that, let's take this time to take care of the channel, and I want to have you guys subscribe to the channel and click the bell so that you can be notified when I post all of my weather forecasts and videos here on YouTube. And leave a like, hit that little like thing, and also you can leave your comments in the comment section, and what you can comment is your city and state, so that I can use your city as a city of the day. And speaking of the city of the day, today's city of the day is a request from a subscriber, and it is going to be Fort Worth, Texas. Yes, I'm going to sit back here so you guys can see the city a little bit. The beautiful city of Fort Worth, Texas. I absolutely love the skyscrapers. Dallas, Fort Worth, and Houston has some of the most beautiful skyscrapers. I absolutely love it. I love the state of Texas. Texas is awesome. I used to live in Dallas in the Mesquite area in Garland. So it's really cool, and if I could ever move back to Texas, I would in a heartbeat move back to Texas. Yes, I don't care about the heat. I absolutely love the heat, and it's certainly hot out there right now, as you guys are going to be pushing that 100-degree mark today. But some of the things about the Dallas-Fort Worth, or Fort Worth in general, is the fact that it's the home of rodeos. So a lot of big rodeos. They have the stockyards down there where they have a lot of rodeo competitions. There's also a cowgirl museum in Fort Worth as well as a lot of really nice art institutions and a lot of memorabilia and things that have to do with Western culture out in the desert Southwest. So if you're ever in Texas, please feel free to stop and visit the city of Fort Worth. You also get really good barbecue in the DFW area as well. And Dallas-Fort Worth is not exactly sister cities the way that Minneapolis and St. Paul is, because MSP, they're right next to each other, where DFW kind of has several other communities in between. So Dallas-Fort Worth has Arlington and Grand Prairie kind of in between on 20 or 30, so you can take I-20 or I-30 between the two. I think one is to the north and the other one's to the south. But the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, this is one of the largest metropolitan areas in the nation. Yes. So shout out to the folks down in the great state of Texas. I love covering Texas and using Texas cities as our city of the day, because that's the state of the day. It's the state of Texas. Yes, it is. But let's keep it moving right now, and let's get to that national radar so I can show you where severe weather is taking place nearby to Dallas-Fort Worth, just over the state line in the state of Oklahoma. All right, we're looking at the national radar right now, and I will show you what's going on out here. We can see a lot of activity right here through the state of Oklahoma. So Oklahoma, we are dealing with a lot of thunderstorms out here just north of the Dallas-Fort Worth areas right here. Oklahoma City is there, but we're seeing a lot of rain in this region here. We got some severe thunderstorm warnings in place right now, a severe thunderstorm watch for this area as well. Here in central and south central Oklahoma, we're going to be seeing those showers and thunderstorms work their way to the east into Arkansas later today, but we're going to be seeing that threat for severe weather from here all the way out to the mid-Atlantic states in the South Carolina and near Maryland and Virginia. So we're going to be seeing that severe weather fire off down there today. So we're seeing those showers and storms right here in Oklahoma with our area of low pressure there. So it's going to provide the focus for today's severe weather. And we got some showers up here in the Great Lakes area. We got Wisconsin and Michigan where we're seeing some showers down through Illinois and Indiana as well, through Tennessee, Kentucky, down into the Dixieland area here just south of the Appalachians. Some showers also through Mississippi, Alabama, through Georgia as well, just to the south and west of Atlanta. We have some thunder showers and storms firing off there along the Georgia and Alabama straight line. We're seeing some more rain showers here in the northeast, just on the northern tip here of Michigan, not Michigan, but Maine towards New Brunswick. We're going to see some showers just off the coast here in Boston. We see Cape Cod here seeing some showers down through Long Island, to Long Island as well, New York City, New Jersey down here. Some more showers taking place, and some more showers here across the northern plains up towards the Canadian border. We're going to be seeing showers today, some more showers and storms around Boise. But again, our focus is right here in Oklahoma right now, where we're seeing that severe weather taking place right now as we speak. And the heat is on across the desert southwest as those temperatures are in the 100s right now. All right, so now let's take a look at your weather today. Okay, here we are with the weather today now, and we are going to move on to our watches and warnings out there, kind of see what kind of alerts are in place across the country right now. And we're going to start off here, right here across the state of Texas. And just to the west of the Fort Worth area, we got this heat advisory in place near Abilene, Texas, and Midland and Odessa. In San Angelo, again, we're going to be seeing now that hot weather in place as those temperatures are going to be between 100 and 105 degrees down here today. And just to the north, we have our severe thunderstorm headlines, severe thunderstorm watch in place, several severe thunderstorms warnings in effect right here through Oklahoma and North Texas as well. We're seeing those severe thunderstorms work their way to the east across the state of Oklahoma. And our heat here across the desert southwest, we're going to be seeing our heat, intense heat, excessive heat advisory here across the southwest into California, Arizona, as well as southern Nevada there, as we're going to see those temperatures approach 115 degrees in some locations out here today. More heat headlines and air quality issues here in the Central Valley of California, as your temperatures are going to also be in the middle to upper 90s there through the San Joaquin Valley. Through California, we're going to be seeing a lot of wind here in Nevada as well. A lot of wind headlines, so we got our high wind warning out there as well. So that is a look at some of the problems taking place out west right now because of all the heat and the severe weather through Oklahoma there. So that was our national outlook on the hazards and warnings right now. So now let's take a look at our 7-day outlook for our city of the day, Fort Worth, Texas. As you can see, things are going to be starting off here in the middle 90s today, but we'll see that 99 degrees for your Thursday out there as we start to see that heat increase across the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So hot weather is going to really start to move into your area as we see things heat up as we get into Sunday there, 104 degrees for your Sunday. You'll pull back a couple of degrees both Monday and Tuesday, but it's still going to be really obnoxiously hot out there for some of you folks, and a little bit of humidity in the air as well across the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So please take precaution and take those things that you need to do to protect yourself from the heat. So as we take a look at some weather highlights, so some of the weather highlights for today is going to be those scattered showers and thunderstorms that will spread into the Northeast, the Great Lakes, the Midwest, and the Southeast today, okay? And we're going to see that pleasant weather from the upper Midwest. So if you're in Minnesota and the Dakotas, Montana, so the high plains and the upper Mississippi Valley, is going to be seeing a nice weather day today with those temperatures in the 70s out there. Very pleasant weather conditions, relatively mild dew points as well. So pretty pleasant day for the folks up in the northern plains. But that excessive heat, 100 plus degree heat from Texas to the desert southwest and into Southern California. So that is a look at the weather highlights across the nation for today. And as we take a look at more, we're going to talk a little bit more about the heat down across West Texas there. So we're going to be seeing that hot weather down there again. So reduce your outdoor activity, drink plenty of water, take frequent breaks if need be, and wear light clothing. And also, never leave your kids or pets in closed vehicles. Look before you lock the doors or walk away from the car. Don't bring your pets with you if you can't bring them into the building or wherever it is you're going. If you can't bring pets, leave them at home in the air conditioning where they'll be nice and comfortable, okay? We love our pets and we want them to be healthy and happy, all right? So as we take a look at what to do during extreme heat overall, find air conditioning, avoid strenuous activities. So if you're working outside, like you're a lawn man or something like that, please be careful out there and don't overdo it. And wear those light clothing once again. And you check on family members and neighbors who might be elderly or disabled. Make sure that they have access to the controls of their air conditioning, or maybe they have a fan. Make sure that they're comfortable in these hot weather conditions, and drink plenty of liquids, water, Gatorade, Powerade is going to be fine as well. You want to make sure you get a lot of electrolytes and stuff that will give you energy to have during this very hot weather. Watch for heat cramps, heat stroke, and exhaustion. Those are medical emergencies, and if you should deal with that, you may want to call 911 as quickly as possible. And never leave people or pets in a closed car. Small children, your fur babies, don't leave them in the vehicle. If you can't take them where you're going, leave them at home. If you have children, find a babysitter or somebody to sit with your children in the case that you can't take them with you, or you may have to leave them in the car. Same thing if you bring grandma with you. You don't want your elderly grandparents or somebody in the car with you if you're going to leave them in the vehicle without the engine running or in the AC. So, all right, that's just a little bit for your safety in the heat out there across the Southwest. That heat is extending pretty much all the way across to the eastern seaboard there, and we're seeing those 90s across the southeast and through Florida as well, with high humidities towards the eastern half of the nation. So it's even more imperative that you follow these safety instructions, all right? So here we're going to take another look, a closer look at the heat across the desert southwest. So if we're looking at Texas here, we're looking at the temperatures across Texas today. We're seeing that 101 out there in Odessa, Midland, 100 degrees in Abilene, 102 down there in San Antonio, but 106 in Tucson, 109 in Phoenix, 110 in Blythe, California. Also 100, and we see that 107 in Las Vegas, 107 in Palm Springs, California as well. And we're seeing those warm temperatures all the way down to LA, where we're going to see those temperatures in the mid 80s in the LA basin. And we're also seeing those 90s through the Central Valley of California and the Great Basin of Nevada. So near Carson City, in Reno, we're seeing those temperatures in the upper 80s to lower 90s as well. We're also seeing the heat through the southern Rockies. So Utah, Salt Lake City, 89 degrees today, 94 as well through Durango, Colorado. Denver, you're going to be in the low 80s today. So it's definitely starting to heat up out there through the Rockies, the desert southwest, the high plateaus out there in southern Colorado and Utah, you know, near Moab and Zion National Park. It's really hot down in those regions. So again, if you're visiting, you might want to be careful as far as how you handle the heat and everything. All right, so here we are as we talk about tomorrow. Again, 110 in Phoenix, 107 in Tucson, 111 in Blythe, California, 108 in Vegas, 109 in Palm Springs. We're seeing those temperatures 102 in Abilene, Texas, 100 in both Austin and San Antonio, 98 in Dallas, Fort Worth. So we're seeing those warm, hot temperatures really start to spread across Texas. But now, check this out. Look at that. Look at your Friday. 113 in Phoenix, 108 in Tucson, 114 in Blythe, California, 112 in Palm Springs, 109 in Vegas, 100 in Albuquerque, 104 in Lordsburg, New Mexico. We're talking 104 in Abilene, 101 in Dallas, 102 in Austin, 104 San Antonio, 99 in Houston. It is really hot out there in the desert Southwest. So from Texas to California, it is hot. 88 in LA. We're seeing 100s now in the Central Valley. 105 in Bakersfield. 103 in Stockton. 105 in Sacramento. 101 in Eureka, Northern California, triple digits to the Northern California. It is hot. We are talking record heat. This heat is dangerous, very dangerous heat in the desert Southwest. We're seeing triple digits in Colorado, Durango, 100 degrees, 93 in Salt Lake City, 90 in Denver, 91 in Boulder. So it is really hot across the Southern Rockies and the desert Southwest in the Texas. It's also really hot in the Southeast and along the Gulf Coast, where it's nearly 100 degrees in many locations across the Gulf Coast and over toward the Southeast, down into Florida, mid to upper 90s area wide. So please take precaution with the heat. So we got the heat and the severe weather to contend with. So let's look at what the GFS is talking about. And as far as today, here's our severe weather here across Oklahoma into Arkansas, as well as through this pretty much this region here, this straight line, because we have a frontal boundary here and a couple of short waves as well that's producing these showers and severe weather today. We'll see some more showers and storms here through the upper Midwest into Wisconsin as well. But this isn't severe. Our severe weather is going to be along this plain right here from Oklahoma to Arkansas, Missouri, Kentucky, Tennessee, North Carolina, Virginia. We're going to be seeing that severe weather today. Let's keep it going on out through. This is us later today as this kind of evolve a little bit more. We're seeing those showers evolve more. Showers and storms move to the east. Then we get them in the mid-Atlantic states. We're going to start to see our severe weather move to this region later today. And here's what we're going to be seeing for your Thursday out there. That severe weather here across the southeast as well, and into the mid-Atlantic states toward the northeast. We're going to be seeing those thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon, and those storms are going to continue and make their way to the northeast and move into New England. So we'll see that go offshore, and we'll see showers and storms through the southeast here across Florida over the Gulf of Mexico. Then come back onshore. That frontal boundary going to come back onshore here across the Gulf Coast through Mississippi, Louisiana, into Arkansas and Missouri, where we're going to see those storms out there for your Friday on the 10th out there. So we're going to be seeing that severe weather all the way through the southeast into Friday. So a lot of thunderstorms out there and some wet weather across parts of America out there, okay? So again, those showers and storms, pretty much the order of the day out there toward the east coast and the southeast. Some more showers and storms here across the northern plains for your Friday out there. So that was a look at the weather today. Now let's jump on that national weather forecast. So your national forecast today, we are going to be seeing that severe weather out there across the eastern Oklahoma through the Appalachian Mountains and parts of Dixieland down here across the northern sections of Mississippi and Alabama, maybe a little bit of Georgia as well. We're going to be seeing that heavy rainfall, heavy rain and damaging wind is going to be the primary threat today out there, as we see a large area of severe weather to contend with out there today. And we'll be seeing those showers and storms pretty much extend all the way into the northern plains here for the central and southern plains, where we'll see our severe weather for your Thursday out there. And again, that heavy rain and flooding is going to be a primary issue with this severe weather, and we'll have some hail as well as some damaging winds. Isolated tornado is also going to be possible with this activity as well. We'll see showers and storms go all the way up to the Canadian border, over North and South Dakota, southwestern Minnesota, down through Iowa, Missouri, Arkansas, and Louisiana as well. Those showers and storms are going to extend eastward along the Gulf Coast to Florida, down through the state of Florida, and then up the East Coast, right along the shoreline through South Carolina and North Carolina. So if you're saying Charlotte, you might see some showers and storms out there for your Thursday. Here is our frontal boundary here, right upside the mid-Atlantic states. So Philadelphia, Washington, New York, Boston, you guys are going to all see showers and storms tomorrow afternoon, especially as that front makes its way through your area tomorrow afternoon. And again, we're going to see that heat across the western states tomorrow afternoon as well, as that heat's going to start to intensify. For your Friday, now we just have this small area of severe weather that we're going to be seeing across parts of Arkansas, Louisiana, and Mississippi. It's going to be heavy rain. It's going to be the primary threat with that severe weather, flash flooding, and some hail, and maybe a little bit of damaging winds, of course. We'll see scattered showers and storms from Florida through the Midwest, the Great Lakes, the Southern Great Lakes, and into the Mid-Atlantic states for your Friday. So that is a look at our 3-day forecast for the national. And here we are as we focus in on our severe weather threat. So the severe weather, I like to talk a lot about the dew points, because the dew points is that moisture in the air that provides that energy for those severe thunderstorms. And we're seeing that severe weather today through parts of Oklahoma and North Texas right now. And we can see those dew points in the 60s here, and some 70-degree dew points through Arkansas, through Tennessee and Kentucky, Mississippi and Alabama and Louisiana as well. We're seeing those high dew points in the 70s. So that is a lot of fuel for heavy rain. So that mixture is going to be a lot for heavy rainfall and flash flooding, as we're going to have some very wet thunderstorms rotating through this area today, as we have a sort of a stalled frontal boundary with some short waves riding along that frontal system, riding from west to east today. So we're going to be seeing that heavy rainfall migrate from west to east. All right, here we are for tomorrow. Again, more of the same with that high humidities, dew points in the mid-60s. We're seeing those dew points in the 70s here along the Gulf Coast. So in Louisiana and Arkansas, Mississippi, Georgia, down into Florida, we're seeing those really high dew points that's going to provide the fuel for a lot of very wet thunderstorms. So a lot of heavy rain is going to be expected across the southeast, again, with a lot of heat and humidity to work with as well. So again, for your Friday, that moisture rides a little bit up as we get some return flow from an area of high pressure here over the northeast and the mid-Atlantic, and that counterclockwise flow around that high pressure is going to cause some of that dew point and moisture and heat to rise to the north. So we're going to see those 60-degree plus dew points right through the Midwest, through Missouri and into Iowa and parts of Nebraska. So we're going to be seeing it going through Oklahoma, Kansas, and Nebraska. So you'll get to deal with some of that heat and humidity from the south there, moving north through the plain states. So we're going to start to feel the humidity rise through the upper Midwest and the central plains as we move into Friday again. All right, here's our CAPE, and this is our convective available potential energy for thunderstorms that we're going to need, and we're seeing that today through parts of New Mexico, North Texas, and Oklahoma. Today, we're seeing a lot of Cape here for thunderstorm energy, and that's going to be making its way to the east. So through this region here, we got a lot of potential energy for those thunderstorms to work with here through this region. And as we move into your Thursday, again, we're going to start to see that move a little bit to the south, but because we do have a frontal boundary here that's going to move to the south, so it will suppress some of that Cape back down towards the Gulf of Mexico, but we will see it ride up a little bit here along the eastern seaboard, where we'll start to see our threat for some showers and storms tomorrow as well. But we will see more showers and storms through the Midwest as we have a lot more Cape to deal with, but it will be a little bit lower, so we may have a cap to bust through as well. But we're just dealing with the Cape today, and here is our Cape for Friday. And we're going to be seeing a lot of strong Cape along the Gulf Coast, and in this region here, where we're going to be seeing our severe weather threat for Friday out there. So we got enough Cape to work with, so we're going to be seeing that tropical moisture down around the Gulf. But you're starting to see it rise up here through the Central Plains states, and I'm pretty sure that by Saturday, that's going to be a little bit higher north yet and heavier. So we got that Cape that we're going to be seeing that return flow, and that Cape is going to get caught up in that and lifted into the Central Plains states by your Friday. All right, here we are as we take a look at our map today, and what we're seeing, this right here, this frontal boundary, this warm front, we're seeing this a catalyst for the severe weather that we're seeing out there for your Wednesday. So we have a couple of short waves riding along. We got one short wave low pressure center here and another one right about there, and it's going to provide the focus for that severe weather today, this frontal boundary, and that could provide the focus for any tornadoes that might develop in through the plains of Oklahoma this afternoon. So an isolated tornado or two is going to be possible in this region here, and we have the secondary frontal boundary here. Now this is the front that's going to suppress some of that Cape and those dew points out here on the east, because this cold front is going to drop down to the south over the next couple of days and push down to just about the Gulf Coast here, just down past the Gulf Coast, across Florida, and along the eastern seaboard here. That front is going to drop down, so it's going to lower those humidities a bit and drop the temperatures a few degrees as that moves through by your Friday. So that is the look at the synoptic forecast for your day today. And as we talk about our severe weather threat, here we have that marginal risk for your severe weather out there, and we're going to be seeing those severe thunderstorms pretty much from west to east here along that frontal boundary through Oklahoma, Arkansas, northern Mississippi, and northern Alabama. And then we'll see another area of some severe storms through southern Indiana, southern Ohio, Virginia, as well as Kentucky and southeastern Illinois there, where we can see some damaging wind and large hail in that area as far as your severe weather threat is concerned. And we can see some marginal severe storms through New Mexico, down through Texas, on over to the eastern seaboard in the mid-Atlantic and the Piedmont area. Today, we can see marginally severe thunderstorms today. And here we are for your Thursday. We'll see our severe weather threat here across the Central Plains, North Texas, New Mexico, Colorado, Oklahoma, Kansas, and Nebraska. Once again, it's going to be the focus for that severe weather. We're going to be seeing that heavy rainfall, large hail, damaging wind, isolated tornadoes as possible as well. We're going to have a strip of severe weather extending down to the Gulf Coast and extending through the Florida Panhandle. We could see some isolated severe storms for your Thursday. Here we are for Friday. That severe weather drops down toward the Gulf Coast. So we got southern Arkansas, northeastern Louisiana, central Mississippi, and we'll see that marginal severe here through Arkansas, parts of Oklahoma, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and the Florida Panhandle could see isolated to widely scattered severe storms. Heavy rain is going to be the primary threat, and the issue with this, some large hail might be possible and damaging wind, but primary is going to be heavy rainfall down there across the southeast for your Friday out there with that severe weather. Okay, that is a look at the weather forecast for the next 3 days. My name is Dula Godot. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Leave your likes, your comments. Let me know what city and state you're watching from so that can be used for the city of the day. And I will see you guys in the next video. Oh, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Have a good day. See you guys tomorrow.